Hello, my loves. My name is Sherwin, and my channel is called Mindset 4.0 with Sherwin. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're you're part of the family already, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. And I know when you look at all the other videos I have, they all are about positive affirmations. And I was working for a company that I soon learned was a very toxic company. And because I had some things go wrong with a previous channel that I tried to create, because they make YouTube channels too, the company that I work for, and I soon lost all my watch hours, things like that, whatever, so I really couldn't, you know, do everything I need to do with that channel. So I lost a lot of the watch time, and I could never get it monetized. This channel isn't monetized either. But like I said, the company I worked for was very toxic. And I got to a point where some of the phone calls I had, were just horrendous. I had damage to my ears, more damage to my ears than what I already had. I had real bad headaches. I started getting real sick and real nauseous from some of the calls that I was getting because it was like some weird sound. And that, in turn, I had headaches real bad. Eventually got to a point where I started losing my voice. So where I was making the videos with the positive affirmations, I got to where I couldn't talk. And they wouldn't move me into chat where I could at least still keep working or whatever. They wouldn't even move me to chat. So, of course that meant I lost time and hours and stuff. So after 2+ years, I had to go ahead and terminate myself, unfortunately. And that has not been good timing because, of course, I got bills to pay. I got things I have to do, and I do have a disability. I am on disability. It's not that much, but I'm grateful. I'm thankful for it, So right now I'm trying to seek employment at home again to find something that I can do with chat because I absolutely cannot put the headphones on my ears anymore. Right now I can't, and I'm gonna have to get it checked eventually. But I love, communicating with the Lord and trying to hear the messages that He's giving me, and being positive. But even with me trying to be positive, I've had some moments that it was like I couldn't motivate my own self, and I watched many YouTubers, to try to help me as well to get that motivation and that word from them when my own message from God is not being effective because I'm constantly seeing so much negativity, and so I asked God, I've been drinking, tea and stuff, to try to get my voice back. And He has blessed me to do that, to get my voice back where I could, talk a little bit. But I get to talking too long or too much, and it just started doing the same thing all over again. It starts to kind of go out a little bit, and my throat don't really hurt, but it just strange how my voice would just, just go completely out. And I know my hair is a hot mess right now. I had it in twisties, but I had to take it down because I need to wash it. And I keep looking down because the thing keep lighting up. But today I just want to ask for prayer for me and for my family because we are under attack. Just like I made the video attack, we are literally really under attack. We really are. We have been for quite some time, for a mighty long time, to be honest with you. But I'm one that don't believe in talking to anybody about anything, because when I did, I still didn't see no results. I didn't see no changes, it seemed like it activated the enemy. And it strengthened the enemy's hand against me and my family, against me and my children. I am a mom of 3. I'm divorced. I have been divorced for quite some time. I raised my 3 kids, even being married, seemed like by myself. The struggle was real. The struggle was real. But I thank God that my babies was there for me when I started to go down with my back and, you know, my legs get weak and stuff, you know. So I can't walk a real long distance, and I got to get back into therapy. And, you know, I watch some of the YouTubers, you know, some of the shots they get and, you know, different things. So it's like, okay, Lord, is that something that I need to do, you know, to help me, you know? And if it is, I know He'll make a way. You know, I got in this home January 2019, and there was 5 people in this home, myself and my 3 children and a friend of one of my siblings. By March, that's when we realized that COVID was in the world. And one of my siblings had paid for school to get his license, you know, and he got, you know, an offer to a job on the east side of Texas. I'm in the west. And by August, him and his friend came back and got my daughter, the oldest of all my children, of my siblings. And she got hired on a company down there because once COVID hit, the job she had, they started letting people go. You know, they you know, kept saying about the 2 weeks, and they just couldn't really get it together on how they were gonna do and let them come back. And, you know, they didn't have no real plan, and people was getting sick left and right. So out of 5 incomes in this home, then I went down to 2. And they took my son's income. He was still in school, still in high school. And he had to do an extra year because he had, you know, he was on disability himself from lead poisoning when he was a baby. And as soon as he turned 18, they stopped his disability before he got to go into adult programs to get assistance on things that he needed to do, teach him how to do and stuff. We were getting ready to help him try to learn how to drive. I taught my other 2 oldest ones, and this one I have been a nervous wreck. It's just, you know, to teach him how to drive. So that all got put on hold with COVID, and then we eventually lost that transportation we had because, you know, income. And then I got the job a year after my mom passed, and I had had a job in years, you know. Like I said, been on disability. And then I got that job working from home, and like I said, it was toxic. And so then I started, I learned how to do KDP journals, free through Canva. I paid for Canva, I think once or twice or whatever, because I couldn't afford to keep playing and playing. But I haven't had no sales or nothing. You know how KDP is. You can't do them real big and fancy, but they're nice. And then I had Teespring. There's a couple of things I made off of a video that I had photoed and made a thumbnail, and then I put it on some items, so I might have to update the items and stuff, you know, on Teespring. But on all my videos that I have, or even this one, I have the links to them. I have the link also for Amazon Associate, but you know, don't nobody know me, and I don't know nobody, and, you know, so nothing has been prospered with none of those yet. I'm not saying it won't never be. I'm just saying it hasn't yet. And which way to go with this. I'm looking at myself. And then I started a give, send, go, because like I said, when we started losing all the income, we had flooring put in, we had new ceiling fan put in, we had stuff done in the bathroom and all that or whatever before she left. You know, we had all that stuff done, but we found out the hard way that where the HVAC system was. On top of that, they lied to us about the HVAC system supposed to be fixed. So I've been in here with no heat, no air, besides like, you know, floor heaters and floor air conditioners or whatever. And I did a give, send, go, and I'll put the link in the description box for that. If anybody want to donate, you don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't know, nobody be looking at me like I'm begging and I'm asking nobody for, you know. I've seen the YouTube channels. I've heard, you know, you got people, you know, I love donating all the time, but I found the word, the last one I donated might have been a couple of weeks ago, because now I'm having to try to put everything into the utility bills, because all of a sudden, now nobody's helping with anything, which I always pay for all my stuff anyway, because I already knew I won't get no assistance from none of them people. So I started paying my own self, but since the bills and kind of got to where they're over my disability, and I have to spend the majority of that on my mortgage, they now they want more. You know, you make arrangement to pay a little bit and, you know, keep the bill going. Now all of a sudden you can't pay that little bit no more. They want $400 and $500, or they gonna pull meters, or they gonna cut stuff off and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, where is this coming from all of a sudden? But like I said, when you start trying to hear God and do God's will and follow His instructions, then you find yourself under attack. And every which way they can attack you, they're attacking you. For over 5 years, we paid over almost like $1,200. We struggled to pay, and even through COVID, we struggled to pay $1,200 on my mortgage. Even with them being separate and moved to their own place, they still tried to help me best as they could. And of course, I was working, you know, working in sales, and I was making what I was making in sales is the only thing that was helping me make a decent paycheck, you know, because of the rate of pay that I was getting paid. And it was so toxic. It was like every day they was like, put yourself in meeting, you know, put yourself in meeting, and they go over a call or something like that or whatever. And even though I was in the green the majority of the time, or the yellow, red was when I was off or the call volumes was low. And it was that constant threat that you weren't gonna have no job. I felt like some of the phone calls I was getting that was making my ears hurt was employees, but you know, I ain't got no way to prove none of that. But it was like, Lord, what do I do? You know, I do get disability, but it's not enough to try to do my bills and my mortgage and my this, that, whatever. So, I tried to work as long as I could, but when I made it to the day that I quit, I didn't have a voice, really. I didn't have a voice. My head was hurting so bad I had stopped making videos because I couldn't make them. I couldn't talk. I was weak, you know, my equilibrium was off, and it was scary because I really didn't know what real damage that was doing to me. But I'm trying to be on a comeback, and a notification come I'm trying to be on a comeback, you know, and I'll probably just have videos once a week. I do have a video that I'll be showing y'all what I'm talking about when I say the HVAC system we found out the hard way was on the outside of the house. They had built a closet on, tore a hole in the wall and built a, like a cabinet or whatever. Uh, Not a cabinet, but like a big closet. And they had built an extension out off of the closet and put this big old heater up on top of it that looked like it go to a building. And I've been trying for years to go through government programs, city, just recently try to go through the city program, and everybody's saying no, they don't have no funds or they don't do it. And like I said, I got a wall unit in the window, and I got one for my son back there in the window to keep us cool. And then I got a couple of floor heaters, when it get cold. But like I said, I do have a gift and go for my HVAC to have a complete overhaul. They tore out all the stuff. We found out the whole way. They tore out all the stuff out of the ceiling. They damaged some of the stuff that's still up there in the ceiling. They damaged some of that. So all that's got to be replaced. But hopefully one day I'll get monetized and that'll help me supplement my income. And but like I said, right now it's just probably gonna be one video a week, maybe 2 weeks. It depends on my voice. That I get it back. Don't have no issues. And I get my voice back. I'm gonna have to twist it back up. I'm gonna have to wash it and then probably put it back up in the twisties, or I might put it up in a bun, because or something, I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'm gonna have to find the right kind of hair products for it to keep twisting it up, but it tends to knot up at the ends for some reason. But right now it's been twisted up for a few days, about 2 weeks, maybe about a week or two. The notification came in. But anyway, like I said, I would like to say welcome to the family. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And that's why some of my videos that you might notice seem like they're on loop with me repeating it. But hopefully I can just get on here and speak my piece and do what I do. Mind my business. Talk to my new family. Make it through the day, through the week, and everything. And if y'all got any suggestions on some hair products that's really good for me to use, because my hair holds heat, I don't like to straighten it. I haven't permed it in I don't know how many years. I stopped perming my hair, so it's all natural. But I might have a moment one of these days I might want to flat iron it or something when I can't, because my arms get tired and my hair hold heat. So my baby do have a shade hair. Yeah. So I'd like to say, may the Lord bless each and every one of you that tune into my channel. that become a family member. May each and every one of you that purchase any journals from me, from Teespring or KDP off of Amazon, or even use the link to go through Amazon. May God bless you. Bless your home. Bless your life. Bless your health. And make you strong. And whatever it is that you're up against, know that God is greater. Because he that is in me is greater than he that's in the world. Trust and believe that. But that enemy gonna do everything he can to make you think otherwise, make you see otherwise. And that's the way he's doing right now. He's coming again against me and my family, my babies, like he did before. Every which way possible that he can attack, he's attacking. Even my disability, they start attacking that. They don't want you to tell him, but God say. So, you know, like I said, right now I don't have my transportation. I have, my daughter has it. She had to, well, not my transportation, hers. She had to get her transportation back where she's at. So they're working on trying to help me come back with transportation somehow. So there'll be different times there'll be times when I might get out and go to the doctor or therapy or something like that, whatever that you know is in store in the future for me. But of course, with the HIPAA law, I can't be filming in some places. Some places will allow you to, some places won't. And I'm not gonna go through the drama with anybody like that, you know. And I'm not really a out and about person. You know, I do have to tend to my home and figure out how to get in here and be at peace in here, you know. So any suggestions are good, because you will eventually see some things I'm having to work on to do in the inside in here, because this is an old home. It might look like it's all good with the white walls and this stuff over here, but it's an old home. This home was built in 1957, so it's got some things that need to be done. But we'll go over the do's and the don'ts next video, because in my home buying process, I found out a lot of things the hard way, and unfortunately, a lot of the gifted, knowledgeable sisters that's going through purchasing homes now, or have, this who I might be watching here and there, and it's like, God, I wished I knew. I wished I knew what I know now. But I was so antsy. For some reason, I was antsy. I had to get out of that apartment. I couldn't take it no more. It was like my spirit let me know something was about to happen. And the experiences we had in the last couple of apartments contributed to that. So I didn't really necessarily do my due diligence like I should have before we got in this home. And unfortunately, you know, I was manipulated in some ways, being foolish and not knowing what I needed to have known. And that was not getting the inspection, the right inspection. It was this inspection done, but it was not the right one, or the one that should have been done. Therefore, I would have known the extent of the HVAC system, and I would have known probably even about the plumbing. But the plumbing took a minute. So whatever they stuffed the line with in the plumbing, it took a minute for the plumbing to start acting up, but eventually did. It eventually did, and it took us through some changes. And then it's a lot of stuff that got to be done. It was like I was hearing something. Everything he give me, I'm not supposed to say, but there are things that I am supposed to say. But anyway, I'd like to say thank you for tuning in again. And if you don't mind, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And may each and every one of you be blessed, and so it is written, so shall it be done. Bye.